Hello everybody, what's up? How you doing? Cedric here, CRWC commentary, and there's a couple of subjects I want to talk about today. Um, so, so I watched, watching AEW. Just got done with the match I'm going to talk about after this, but and it's not the match. It's way more important than the match. This is, you might just kill your business if you do this again too soon. But I want to address one I haven't been doing, answering viewers, because I guess for me, my morals, it's hard to do it. It's hard. The only one that responds is Tal Jones. And honestly, I'm fortunate that he does. And I'm very thankful of that. And I wish others would. But this isn't against you, Mr. Jones. This isn't against you. This is actually for you. It's hard to keep doing replies to you because I'm feeling like a thief. I feel like some scoundrel getting away in public, sort of like how the government can just deregulate things and people die and no one gets charged for it. It's on that. It's on that level. I don't like this. What you write is so good. Your emotions, your thoughts, your judgments, everything is good. Even if I don't agree with that one thing per post, because that's the highest average that I can get. That's rare. So it might be 1 out of 5 or 10 posts. I might say either I disagree or somewhat kind of sort of disagree, depending upon the full context. It's difficult. It's difficult to disagree on one thing. So usually if I disagree on something, it might be, I see a typo, just to bring up something. Just to disagree with something is a typo. But if you had a YouTube channel where you wrote that down and read it just for consistency, dude, you got a subscriber right now. These are my words, these are public. You got a subscriber right now. If you did a YouTube channel where you did text to speech and had that, how can I say that speech AI do it for you, you still got a subscriber. And I would most likely tell others to go listen to you. Not saying instead of me, but along with me. That's what I would do. I used to tell you to go to medium.com where you could write, get paid, but it's going to cost anyone who does read it, that would be from here, $5 a month minimum to read yours. It's a socialist type area, which I used to severely advertise. I would just say, go do this, but somewhere within that, though it's socialist, it's an elitist socialist. So only certain people are getting paid the big bucks. I don't like that. So I don't know what to do. And I've become disillusioned about it as well. So I don't post there either. And I'm trying to muster up the ability to do so. So Mr. Jones, Dow Jones, if you want me to continue to read what you write and then give my commentary on it, I will do so. But that's only at your request. I don't want to just get views and stuff off of somebody else's work. That's not what I'd like to do. You did the work. That's your work, man. That's your work. So you let me know what you want to do. You can talk to me. You can send me, a comment here. My email is there. Discord. You can send a private message there or something. I don't check X. I just look at videos up there. So just let you know, that's why I haven't been responding and whatnot, because I don't want to be a thief. So if anyone stuck around this long, I'm going to get to the AEW portion, and I'm going to do another one after this, which I'll get to that before any preambles or anything like that. So this here, AEW, Tony Khan, he booked a match between right now in the pecking order of the patriarchy, on the low end of it. Actually, no, the high end, Nick Wayne, because Sabian don't even get acknowledged. The mom gets verbally abused, and I think Christian Cage is trying to get out of AEW, but there's nowhere for him to go where he's going to be taken serious. He's been showing how serious he can be, but he's just going to be a mid-card comedy act. He is going to be the Miz, and the Miz is, I think, right now trying to get out of that. That's what it seems. And we haven't watched SmackDown. We just haven't. You know, I'm letting Cedric pretty much control that. It's been a hectic few days. But anyway, this Nick Wayne thing, you know what they did? I'll tell you what they did. They had him go against someone from Christian Cage's past. And Christian Cage got a lot of people in his past. He's wrestled hundreds and hundreds of various people through his career. But they bring out Rhino. So it's Rhino versus Nick Wayne. Rhino, when you talk about a legend in the business that is still working, he is way up there. Rhino has an unending cult following that has spread into some modernized stuff. And those modern people are like, yeah, Rhino's awesome. You know, but there's people that can sort of see through certain things. Like, okay, Rhino, you're not spry like you used to be. You're much heavier, but you're doing your best. You can see it. His body wants to explode, and his workout regimen is like, no, you will not. It's the same thing Samoa Joe was going through, the same thing Bubba Dudley or Bully Ray, whichever you want to call him, that he's going through. It was the same thing that at the time Big Van Vader was going through. Rikishi, he went through it. Ming, you could see his body's like, I'm trying. And he's like, no. You can see it. But Rhino isn't out of shape. Rhino showed that he can still go. He can still go. He's not swift and agile and stuff like he used to be. But he's still good. So he gets in there and the fans are up. The fans are all over the place. They are, right, put it like this. The only one that they would out cheer Ospreay or Edge would be Rhino. Rhino is beloved. So this guy gets in the ring with Lil Bitty Wayne, okay? And just for those that don't understand, Rhino is huge. Here's a picture of Nick Wayne. That's him. Rhino, at his smallest of my viewing him, was already twice this guy's size. If actually, no, he was much bigger than that. You look at Rhino now, Rhino has to be 2 7/8 bigger than Nick Wayne. Rhino was keeping pace with Nick Wayne. You know, Rhino was housing Nick Wayne. There's a small distraction from Cage. Rhino goes for the gore that they call the spear. And he misses. He doesn't necessarily slam himself into the corner, but he hits it, stumbles back. Nick Wayne applies the kamikaze and missed. He got the double arm. He floated over. He rolled everyone over. Him and Rhino was in the right spot. And when he went to drop him, Nick Wayne just lost it. And it pretty much, Rhino had to take a face bump on his own. And it didn't even look good. And Nick Wayne is too small to even put any, what we would call, stank on it. Nothing. Cage got weight behind him. And Nick doesn't. So he hit it, and the fans grew questionably silent. So silent because Nick hadn't been using that move. Nick Wayne, you can hear the ref hit the mat and count 1, 2, 3. You could hear that. You could hear the fans losing energy into anger. And they chanted the one thing your company need not ever get the chant of. And that they was chanting that this is BS. That's what they chanted repeatedly. They chanted that. They did not like this. And only an absolute idiot would not foresee such a thing. Only an idiot would not foresee such a thing. Now, I'm not going to down all of this like you think. I'm going to talk about how I would book Nick Wayne. But at the same time, let me explain this. What should they have done? And you can't just say anything, because Rhino, one, yeah, he outweighs him like more than double. His in-ring experience dwarfs him. I mean, literally, Nick Wayne, in comparison, has only been in the ring long enough to know that Rhino is the name of somebody. That's basically as long as he's been in the ring. He doesn't know anything, and the fans know that. His in-ring performance shows that. Nick Wayne is going to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of the Super Juniors tournament. That's what he's going to go do. That's him. And Tony Khan is legitimately saying, hey, New Japan, look at what this guy has done. He beat this super heavyweight, this decorated, highly experienced, fan-viewed, unstoppable machine. So he should go to the Best of the Super Juniors and do what Shingo Takagi did when he came to New Japan and just mow through everyone except one person. But in any case, that's what Tony Khan, I think, is trying to do with Nick Wayne. Advertise him to New Japan to make him go through the Best of the Super Juniors. Japan's already, once you've entered, you've signed up, they already know who's going to win and how you're going to win, how you're going to lose throughout the month or whatnot. They already got that planned out. So this is a moot point. This is meaningless if that's what he's trying to do. You want to get Nick Wayne to look good, you would have him and Rhino battle. Rhino would use his power, and some of that power would knock Wayne out of the ring. And when he can't, because Rhino likes to suplex, he likes to slam, he'll do little clotheslines, a few forearms, some elbows, maybe a little knee. Wayne isn't going anywhere. That's when you have Cage cause some interference instead of just sitting there. That's when you have him almost get beat and you have Kip Sabian get in the ring, cause the disqualification. It's very easy. He'll cause disqualification. Rhino will beat him down, beat Nick Wayne down, but Nick Wayne only lost because of that. Or you could have Nick Wayne get the belt, bludgeon him across the head because I'm not going to win this and I'm desperate and I'm a heel. You see what I'm saying? Disqualification, you're all right. Or you can have him fight outside the ring for a while. Just fight outside the ring. When the ref gets close, like 3 away, that's when you'll have Sabian hold Rhino's legs to keep him from getting in the ring. Nick Wayne slide and drop kick, baseball slide, knock Rhino down. The ref keeps counting. It's a count out. There are various ways to have Nick go over or lose, but still look kind of strong, if not all right. This wasn't it. How I would have booked Nick Wayne, the first week when they say Nick Wayne is going to be in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, one, him winning the title is not something they should have done. They should have put the Ring of Honor television title back on Jay Lethal or give it to Shane Taylor. That's what they should have done. and not have them wrestle here. But if they do wrestle here, advertise that they're going to be defending it or who they're in the program with, or a rivalry, a feud, or something on Ring of Honor, and say, go check out Ring of Honor, yada, yada. That's what they should do with that. And what I would have done with Nick Wayne, I would have put him against people more or less his size, if not a little bit smaller. The matches would have been roughly 8 minutes. They would have averaged between 7 to 9 minutes. 7 to 9 minutes, Nick Wayne goes over. If Nick Wayne loses, it'd be like a really screw job finish. Or Cage messed him up somehow. Or something, got him off track. He missed a moment, roll up, or a move got onto him and then pin or something, but no submissions. But I would have Nick Wayne predominantly go over until Best of the Super Juniors, so he can leave on a strong note against people his size, people that you would consider juniors. I would even have him go over Nick or Matt Jackson or either one of the Young Bucks. I'd have him in a 12-minute match and he would go over. That's what I would do. Have him have his last match in the States, go on strong, and then he can go to New Japan, where whether he win or lose that tournament, it'll be what it is, but let him go strong. That's what I think the best thing is to do. That's how I would have done it. I would not have booked him to be in this type of match or any other matches. Like he beat Jay Lethal? No. Beat Rhino? No. They wouldn't even wrestle each other. They wouldn't. Because those two individuals got way too much experience for Nick Wayne to be beating. Not just experience, but their size and their history. Nick Wayne don't even have history yet. You can't even say what belt he held that he held greatly. You can't even say what was his best match. You can't even say what is his best move. What does he do that no one else does? And if you can answer those, what does he do that no one else does? What's his best match? Who was it with? And this is without looking it up. You can't go to any database or something. And if his best match was the last match you remember, then that's way too telling. So there are ways to book this guy, make him look good before he goes overseas, and hopefully get some more training. But I think Tony Khan screwed up, and I think there's a chance that next show he might have less viewers. I think that he has sullied the audience. Tony Khan is not going to instantly recover from this right now. If he does something else stupid in this show or the next show, you will see his numbers drop. You will see those viewers drop by about 50 to 100,000. And he can ill afford that, as it's already happening, because they're tired of seeing the same thing. And Nick Wayne doesn't do anything. He's added a new hole, nice. But it's a hole that somebody else has made famous. He took that from someone else. That's like all of wrestling, but it's current. And he's adopting a hole from someone that's done nothing but malign and belittle him. So just think about that. You're taking the finishing hold of the person that's been abusing you. This does not look good at all. So you can tell me what you think down in the comments section. At this juncture, until Tal Jones let me know what he wants, or she wants, I think it's a guy, but what he wants, I will from now on be just responding to the comment with a comment in the comment section. That's what I'll be doing. So this has been Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary. And I want y'all to, subscribe, like, click that bell, do all that jazz. Be cool, be safe, be chill, so I can do what? Because I want to do this. I want to see you next time.